Have you ever felt a sinking feeling in your stomach when looking at your bank account? Many hardworking people feel that they will never have enough money to stop working. Common wisdom often says you need at least $1.5 million to retire safely in 2025. But for most of us, that number feels like a mountain we simply cannot climb. The truth is that Wall Street often uses fear to keep you worried. They want you to believe that your worth is only tied to a giant pile of cash. But what if I told you that you could retire comfortably with much less? It is not about having $1 million in the bank. It is about having a better map for your future. Today we are going to explore a powerful concept called lifestyle arbitrage. We will look at how you can live a life of dignity and freedom without a massive portfolio. You do not need more money to be happy in your golden years. You just need a better strategy for the money you already have. Let us start by breaking the myth of the $1.5 million retirement. For decades, we have been told that we must save a specific large amount to survive. But this number is based on a lifestyle that many people no longer want or need. Many financial experts assume you want to maintain an expensive suburban life forever. They assume you want to keep paying for high heating bills and massive property taxes. But the world is changing, and your priorities are likely changing too. If you are living in a high-cost city like New York or Toronto, you are fighting an uphill battle. Your property taxes and insurance are likely eating away at your future. In some high-tax areas, you might be paying $20,000 a year just to keep your home. That is nearly $2,000 every single month before you even buy a loaf of bread. The first pillar of retiring on less is what we call geographic arbitrage. This simply means moving your life to a place where your dollars go much further. Imagine taking the equity from a large family home in an expensive zip code. You could move to a vibrant community in a state like South Carolina or Alabama. In these areas, your property taxes might drop by 70%. Suddenly, that $500,000 in home equity becomes a powerful retirement fund. Downsizing is not about losing your status or living in a small box. It is about unlocking the wealth that is currently trapped in your walls. We call this right-sizing your life for your current needs. You no longer need 4 bedrooms and a giant lawn to maintain. It is about trading a large empty house for a life of experiences and peace of mind. Think about the maintenance and utility costs of a large home. When you move to a more efficient and affordable area, those costs vanish. This is the first step to making a smaller retirement fund last a lifetime. Now let us talk about the second pillar of your new strategy. This is the most powerful tool you have, and it is called Social Security. Many people make the mistake of claiming their benefits as soon as they turn 62. They do this because they are afraid the money will run out. But claiming early is often the most expensive mistake you can make. For every year you wait past your full retirement age, your benefit grows by 8%. This is a guaranteed return that no stock market can promise you. If you wait until age 70, your monthly check will be much larger. For many people, this larger check can cover all their basic living expenses. Think about having a check for $3,000 or more every month. If your housing costs are low, that money provides a very comfortable life. When your basic needs are met by Social Security, you do not need to withdraw as much from savings. This protects your nest egg from market crashes and high inflation. Think of Social Security as an inflation-protected pension that lasts as long as you do. By waiting until 70, you are giving yourself a massive raise for life. But what about the biggest fear of all, which is healthcare costs? We have all heard that a couple might need over $300,000 for medical bills. This sounds terrifying when you do not have $1 million. But you must remember that Medicare is there to provide a solid foundation. The secret is knowing where the gaps are in your coverage. Medicare usually pays for about 80% of your outpatient costs. The other 20% can be a significant risk if you are not careful. This is why many smart retirees use what is called a Medigap policy. A Medigap policy provides a fixed cost for your healthcare every month. It removes the surprise of a $10,000 hospital bill. You can also look into a health savings account if you are still working. This is the only account that is triple tax advantaged for medical expenses. By planning for these costs, now you remove the fear of the unknown. Health is wealth, and managing your healthcare costs is a vital part of retiring on less. Now you might be wondering, where exactly can you go to live this better life? In 2025, some areas are standing out as high value and low cost. States like Florida and Tennessee and Texas have no state income tax. This means you keep more of your pension and your investment withdrawals. Huntsville, Alabama is frequently ranked as one of the best places to live. It offers world-class healthcare and a very low cost of living. Parts of North Carolina and Georgia also offer great communities with lower taxes. These places are not just cheaper, they often offer a better quality of life for seniors. They have walkable neighborhoods and many free activities for the community. You can find a group of friends who are also enjoying their best years without the stress of debt. There is a growing trend of retirees moving to what we call silver cities. These are smaller towns that cater specifically to the needs of older adults. They offer better public transportation and easier access to specialists. Living in a community of peers can also solve the problem of social isolation. When you are surrounded by people who share your values, life becomes much richer. Now let us look at the psychological side of this big transition. Many people fear that moving away from their long-time home means losing their identity. But your identity is not tied to a specific building or a street name. Your identity is found in your relationships and your character. Making a fresh start can actually be a very energizing experience. It allows you to prune away the things that no longer serve you. You can let go of the clutter and the stress that has weighed you on for years. Imagine waking up in a sun-drenched home with no mortgage and no debt. Imagine having the time to volunteer or travel or learn a new skill. This is the promise of lifestyle arbitrage. It is about choosing freedom over the appearance of wealth. It is about realizing that enough is a decision and not just a number. If you have $200,000 or $500,000, you can make this work. You just need to be willing to think outside of the traditional box. Look at your current expenses and be honest about what you really need. Are you staying in your current city because you love it or because you are used to it? Are you holding on to a large house because of memories or because of fear? When you release the heavy weight of high living costs, everything changes. Your stress levels will drop and your physical health often improves. You can spend your days being active instead of being worried. Retirement is not an end, but a beautiful new beginning. It is a time to focus on what truly matters, like family and hobbies. You do not need to be a millionaire to have a rich life. You just need to be intentional with your choices and your location. Stop listening to the experts who tell you to be afraid. The math of retirement has changed, and you can use it to your advantage. You have worked hard for your money, and now it is time to make it work for you. Focus on the 3 pillars of housing and social security and healthcare. Plan your move carefully and research your target locations. Visit the towns you are considering during different seasons of the year. Talk to the locals and see if the community feels like a good fit for you. If you master these 3 pillars, you can retire sooner than you think. I want you to take a moment and think about your own situation. What is one thing you would be willing to change today for a stress-free tomorrow? Would you move to a new city if it meant never worrying about bills again? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Your experience can help someone else who might be feeling stuck. We are a community and we can learn from each other. If you found this information helpful, please consider sharing it with a friend. In our next discussion, we will dive deeper into specific towns in the United States. We will look at locations where you can live like royalty on Social Security alone. We will analyze the cost of groceries and utilities in these hidden gems. I look forward to seeing you there as we continue this journey together. Thank you for your time and for trusting me with your retirement goals. Remember that you are in control of your future and your freedom. Always consult with a professional financial advisor before making big changes. This content is for educational purposes, and your situation is unique. Take a deep breath and know that a dignified retirement is within your reach. Have a wonderful day and stay focused on your vision for a peaceful life. Goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again very soon.